You've heard me say it before, but one of the biggest challenges collision repairers face nowadays is finding and then retaining good people. Now, some employers seem to think that there aren't any good people out there. I strongly disagree. And I think it's time for collision repair leaders to take some personal responsibility and be better employers, right? Now, in the past, I've provided you some tips on how to go out and find good people. Today, let's talk about how to keep them once you've got them, right? So my friends, welcome to this week's Body Shop Management Tip of the Week. I'm Dave Luehr, your host and the founder of Elite Body Shop Solutions. I'm happy to be here with you this morning. So again, the question is this: how do you keep great people? Well, first of all, you have to hire great people, right? Well, duh, but seriously, you've got to find and hire the right people, right? But then you as a leader, you need to keep them engaged, consistently engaged. You can't just like swoop in like a seagull now and then and drop off a couple of leadership turds. Great leadership is something that you do every day, every hour of every day. Great leadership. Look, this is clearly a huge topic, and I'm not going to be able to cover very much in 5 minutes, but I am going to share with you just a couple of quick tips, and also in the upcoming weeks on this program, that if you apply it, I promise you will massively help you overcome many of the struggles that you guys might be facing right now, retaining great people. So today, I want to focus on this. Expectations. So back in 2007, I think it was, I had a painter that worked for me. He came into my body shop office and said, "Dave, you are the pickiest son of a bitch I've ever met. I quit." That's what he said. So as strange as this sounds, I was actually kind of proud of that instance. Do you know why? Because I had created clarity about my expectations. And I created clarity of the company's standards through excellent communication. Everyone on my team, they all knew where their performance was relative to the company standards. Does that make sense? So I prided myself on the fact that when I took the time to hire good people, I could usually make them great, right? I took them from good to great by coaching them to a higher level of performance. People actually crave this. So often I would coach them to a standard, and many times a standard that they've never been held accountable to in the past. So I made it my personal mission to never have to fire anyone. I took that on as a personal defeat if I had to fire somebody. So like this fella I just told you about, sometimes they would quit from time to time, but usually because they gave up on themselves, you see. The key is to make sure that your people know exactly where they stand. So ask yourself, do your people know exactly where they stand compared to your expectations and standards? Think about that for a minute. So one of the things that I used to use, it was really effective. It was just a simple scorecard system. And then I would combine that with a quarterly review process. So I really sat down with every one of my people and we got to know each other. We got to know what was expected from each other. And it's not enough just to put a bunch of expectations on people and then walk away. Isn't it really your job as a leader to make sure that the members of your team have the tools, the training, and the support for them to be able to reach those expectations that you place on them? Look, so here's the other one I want you to know. Serve your people. Serve your people, right? Leadership in its truest sense has never been about forcing people to do things. That's what lousy bosses do. You're not a lousy boss. Leadership is about getting people to follow you towards a goal or vision, and then supplying them with the tools, strategies, support, whatever they need to get the job done, and then just get out of their way. right? So listen, sit down with the members of your team today, get to know them, talk openly about what you expect of them, and allow them to share what they need from you so that they can live up to the standards and expectations at your company. So like I said, folks, leadership is not a one and done. It's not an it's an ongoing privilege that is both extremely difficult at times and always extremely rewarding when it's done correctly. Okay. So guys, if you would like to watch any of the previous episodes, maybe some of you are members of our Operations Monthly Live community. If you're not, be sure to check out Dave Luehr's Operations Monthly Live over at the Academy. And also, if you want to watch more episodes like the one you're watching today, go check out the Dave Luehr's Elite Body Shop Solutions YouTube channel. Now, you can find Operations Monthly Live and join many of North America's greatest operators that join me every single month live. There's also over 30 hours of recorded content in there the minute that you purchase it. So to learn more, just go to elitebodyshopsolutions.com/academy. Go out and be the leaders that you wish you'd always had. And we will see you next week. I'm Dave Luehr. Thank you.